When you're highly trained in martial arts, when you're highly trained in combat, it's not that difficult to really hurt somebody very bad. It's not that difficult to break a person's nose, to break a person's jaw, to knock a person's teeth out, to poke out a person's eye, to give them hindered eyesight for the rest of his life. It's not that difficult. The face is very fragile. It's not that difficult to break a person's ribs. It's not that difficult to break a person's kneecap and disable a person for 6 months or longer. And if you hit somebody in the groin area hard enough, it could cause serious damage. This in addition to a lot of the brain damage that could occur from heavy hitting to the head. A lot of head injuries that are internal that you can't see that can be done to somebody. A lot of joint pain that could last for many years from performing joint locks. You could really hurt a person's elbow pretty badly when you get them in the arm bar and you go a little too far. Breaking a person's finger is not difficult. Injuries very easily can occur. You don't even have to hit a person that hard, but if you hit him in the right place, you can really hurt him. So with that being said, the way that I am as a person inside, I don't like to see people hurt. And being responsible for hurting somebody would bring even more pain to myself. I do not find joy in that. But I have come across people who practice martial arts who do find joy in hurting others. They feel a sense of pride where they may have almost blinded their sparring partner by poking them in the eye, and then they feel a sense of pride from it. They may go around telling everybody that, hey, I almost made this person blind. So there's a lot of people out there who find joy and happiness when they see other people in pain. And that to me is a very sad thing. One of the main reasons why competition fighting is attractive to the audience is because the audience likes to see somebody hurt. They want to see somebody hurt. Because if nobody would get hurt, if neither of the fighters made contact with their strikes, people will say that that's not a good fight. They want to see people bleed. They want to see one person embarrass another person. That to me is sad. Whereas for me, I feel different from inside. I don't like to see somebody that's embarrassed or be the person who is responsible for embarrassing somebody else. I find no joy in that. Because I know if it was the other way around, I wouldn't like it either. Now, when it comes to fighting and practicing fighting and sparring, that's where the difference comes in. I don't like to hurt other people, and also in return I don't like other people to hurt me. I do not have the desire to have my kneecap broken, or my ribs broken, or to have my eye poked out, or to have my teeth knocked out. That's the main reason why I train. One of the reasons why I train combat is to prevent that. So as a human being, I wish to strive towards health, and that entails not putting my body in physical harm purposely. So I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to place myself in danger. And in the same token, I don't want to place another person's life in danger, or another person's well-being in danger. So then the question is, how do you train to fight in a scientific way? How do you train to better yourself as a fighter, as a martial artist, in the physical sense, if you don't want to get hurt and you don't want to hurt somebody else? Well, I've come up with a way called safe sparring, which both individuals watch out for each other's health while training in combat, in which to better their skill so that they could prevent themselves from being hurt in a real life situation. There's a difference when two friends are sparring opposed to two enemies fighting. When two enemies are fighting, they are not watching out for the well-being of one another. Actually, it is the opposite. They wish to hurt each other the most that they can in order to feel better about themselves. It is like an act of revenge. It is like violence in society. And to me, violence, pure violence, is ugly. Violence that is acted is beautiful. Violence that you see in movies, where they act and portray the violence, can be very beautiful. But pure violence in reality is ugly. Placing somebody in the hospital in order to test out your martial arts skill does not show a good heart from within. It shows there's something lacking from within you. You don't have a sense of peace from within in order to express yourself in peaceful ways. You have some anger and hatred, maybe some insecurity from within, that makes you want to be violent towards others in order to prove to yourself that you're good enough. I see it a sad thing in Western society. It's so much filled with competition. People want to hurt each other. People want to embarrass each other. They don't want to work together. You have two great athletes in a ring. Rather than working together, they work against each other. They want to hurt each other. They want to kill each other. They want to make each other bleed. They're fighting for fame, fighting for fortune. What I do admire is people working together as a team. You see people that are dancing, great dancers, choreographed dancers, ballet dancers, pop dancers, break dancers, working together, performing. It's a beautiful thing. It's peaceful. It's artistic. People don't have to go to the hospital in order to entertain others. It's beautiful when it's artful and peaceful. You see this in acrobats, stage performers. They're expressing their talents and skills in a peaceful and artful way. Competition fighting is not peaceful. It's not artful. It is organized violence.